This is the Sansui Compu-Equalizer SE-9. What you're seeing right there is the vacuum fluorescent display. As I'm doing a test, I'm using onlinegenerator.com and doing a frequency sweep from 1 to 12,500. It's still ticking away, or it's actually stuck on producing the 12.5 frequency. But it's kind of a nice test. I like to run a test like this just to see the response of a graphic equalizer / spectrum analyzer. We can visually see it here. And this is a pretty cool unit by Sansui, and they seem to be kind of pricey out there. And I'm playing with this one to just see how well it works. A couple of quick things to point out here. We have 10 bands, one for the left, group of 10, and another 10 for the right. But the cool thing about the Sansui unit, and this being in the early 80s, is it has the ability to actually analyze the space. And the way that you would analyze your space is you would connect a microphone over here, and then you would use this pink noise generator level, turn it up, and then, you'd hit analyze and crank it up, and away you would go. And it would start to try to tune your place, your room, just like modern amplifiers do with a Yamaha or a Denon or some of the other higher end home theater amplifiers. They will tune your room to utilize the amplifier's EQ, in its most optimal way, at least as far as the computer is concerned. And then you can tweak it yourself here. You really have more control here than you do in modern gear, right? Because you can let it come up with some setup for you, and then you can still tweak it yourself. This allows you to save some memory spaces, I believe, but I know that it has 4 built-in ones. And let's just try one now. If I hit 1 in the memory setting, you'll see that it's going through and changing these by itself. So it has a motorized little servo that's running this way. It's here now. It's going to move in each spot, and it's going to set each one of them according to where it sets in memory. So the left channel and the right channels will match exactly as the preset is. It's a very cool unit. You can hear it moving back. And busy tells us that the motor is running. It's okay now, so we're able to play some music. Now, I'm going to go ahead and play some music now. This is some music that I did back whenever I was making electronic music. It's called Reach by Binary Time Lapse. And you probably can't hear it come over on this phone recording, but I can defeat it. I can kill the EQ. And we're not really playing much in the frequency range of which it's tweaking here. But it does make it brighter. I'll turn it off and bring it back on. And we get really quick response time on the display of what frequencies are playing. Some early CPU controlled units like this were delayed. They had quite a bit of latency. And we can control our output that's feeding the amp here. So that's kind of nice. If it gets a little too hot, and I would say if you're a recording engineer, you would really want to watch your peaks here and not blow very often in the +3 range. So obviously it's a little too hot, the volume here. So I might turn it down a smidge from the source. There we go. That's probably a little better. Meter came down. We're just getting occasional flickers on the +3s, if any. All right, let's go to a different EQ setting, live, while we're playing music. Turn this output up. This is actually my favorite preset. Crazy. And you're hearing it live. I mean, it's changing the EQ. Left channel, I hear it. And then as it's moving over, I hear the right channel EQ change. We can hear a defeat, and it's quite different. Very mid-rangey as I hear it in my ears. And then just a really nice tone here with a boost at the 630 level. Really sounds good in the speakers that I'm playing it through right now. We'll jump to the third, and away it goes. It's killing a lot of bass in this one. This is not one of my favorites at all. Lots of highs, kind of a bright mid-range. You know, and if you don't like it, this preset can get you going. You can go, no, I like it like this. You know, a little more bass maybe. And it's busy still. It's returning back to its own position, but it's not interacting with any sliders at this point. So really fascinating machine. It's fantastic. And I highly recommend you get one if you can, but you may not like its presets. Boy, this one killed. This is preset 4. It's killing the bass hard on this end. Maybe good if you don't have, golly, there's no bass at all. Maybe good if you have like 6-inch woofers. I don't even know what this would be good for, this setting, but yeah, let's bring that back up. Yeah, mine's gonna be number 2. Going back to 2. Really cool EQ, man. I don't have the microphone, the proper microphone, but if I did, I would really like to see what the computer does to compensate for the room. It would be neat. Yeah, this is a really nice EQ setting here. That's it. Sansui Compu-Equalizer SE-9. Good luck finding one.